My channel is ruined. My channel is ruined. I should play some more games, not just the game I have, but a different one, a different game.
What's this? Trick and Treat visual novel.
I'll play this game.
I'll play this game.
Let us start the game. Let us start the game.
Yes, this is it, everyone. Bonjour watcher, this is Johnny Banger 45. Alright now, today we are going to play this game, Trick and Treat. Can you hear the sound? It's quite creepy. So let us start the game. The sound of our steps combined with that of the occasional nocturnal animal is the only thing we can hear. It's terribly dark in this place. The dense vegetation makes it impossible to see the sky or light from the moon. Our flashlights are the only things that light out our way. At times like this, one begs to not run out of battery. We walk without knowing what we are looking for, or better said, for no reason. We are just a group of boys bored with our lives, trying to create a lasting memory on this night instead of just staying home doing nothing. Today is October 31, All Hallows Eve, better known as Halloween. Three young men walked through a dark, but up until now, nothing special for us, me being one of them. We are doing it to prove our courage. It's too bad there isn't a girl here to see how brave we are. Saying it like that, one could say this is a meaningless effort. For a moment, I stopped to look at my watch. It's 1:49 a.m. That means we have been walking aimlessly for more than 2 hours now. I am sure that many people will find a place like this terrifying. But once you get used to it, the fear disappears, making it feel like normal. What makes us afraid of the dark is that we cannot know what's hiding in it, what's lurked in the shadows. But this is clearly an empty darkness. At that moment, I sighed, feeling how tired my legs are. What is the point of being here? Clearly, we had already demonstrated what we wanted. It would be best to return, I should tell them. I was about to speak when suddenly the atmosphere in the forest becomes strange. Suddenly a cool chill runs through my body. It was like any other chill except it was not going away. For no reason, the air's temperature dropped from 1 second to the other. So much so, my breath became visible, turning into mist. It doesn't end there. The air is now filled with a rotten smell, just like a little snot from being unbearable. Images of worms and flies soon appear in my mind, giving me a really unpleasant feeling. We all stopped at that moment. What happened? I asked, confused while turning to look at my friends. By the expression on their faces, it was easy to know that they were just as lost as I was. What the? It was then we heard footsteps nearby that did not come for any of us. We all got dead quiet after that. I don't know if it was out of fear or to check if we were not mistaken, but we stayed motionless like statues. Without making a noise, just looking at each other's faces, wondering the same thing. What was happening? As if I know. We heard the steps again. They clearly belong to a human or at least a large animal, but there is something strange about them. It sounds as if person walked dragged one foot. Just thinking about it made me shivers. Damn, why is this happening? It makes no sense. We should have returned home before, but now it's too late to regret it. I have the feeling that we are being stalked by someone. The strange foot starts, but I'm still feeling their presence nearby. I don't know where it is, but I know that it's looking at me. That cursed thing is looking at me. My heart is beating anxiously. It almost as if my body was telling me to get out of there. But strangely, my friend seems unable to perceive it. It seems that it's gone. It must have been just an animal. Say, one of them convinced that we were safe. I would like to believe that too. We had decided really, however, bad luck will soon strike us again. Unexpectedly, the forest becomes darker than before in just the blink of an eye. But that wasn't the fault of the forest, but our fault, which flashlights which went out. Of the three, only one mine was still working. What's going on? Did the battery die? I asked one of them scared, while they both beat desperately as if they were going to revive them. I can't blame that. The idea for walking in the darkness was not pleasant for anyone. But after a few months, we had no choice but to resign ourselves to that. Once more, the sound of our footsteps is heard. But the silence is different now. We are not quiet because we have nothing to say, but because we are afraid. We continue walking despite the fear that invades us. Visibility is almost zero, but we have no choice. In theory, we were walking back looking for the exit, but I can't remember anything of this forest. We could be walking in circles and I will never notice it until it is too late. I hate the thought of it. I was just want to get out of here. Suddenly, my thoughts are silent. We heard the footsteps of someone or something. Once more, the three of us become statues awaiting the presence to go. I hold my breath while feeling my heart beating anxiously. Damn, get away from here, leave us alone. Unexpectedly, the steps I go to this side, they did not disappear, but let it come to us. I can't stand it, despite I'm on my flashlight everywhere looking for the author of those footsteps. Hopefully, for the light to reveal the identity and erase our fears. Nothing. Is that all there is around here? It's just empty air? My anxious look grows with each failed attempt. I refuse to believe that it was a ghost. Suddenly, when I moved the flashlight, I see a shilly shout. I could not distinguish what it was, but for a moment the light revealed something. Quickly, I pointed the same place, only to discover it was gone. I opened my bed anxiously. It was not an illusion. I assure you that I saw something. It was then I heard something nearby. Without even thinking, I aimed the light towards that place. And that is what I found leaves of paradise with an expression of disbelief on our faces. What? It is a white cat with the eyes of an intense red, which stands before us. Her look is not the friendliest to say something. Somehow I get a feeling it's a female cat. Suddenly she let out a thunderous meow that leaves us terrified. It sounds more like a lion roaring than a simple cat. The echo of her meow is heard throughout the forest, making it sound more sinister than it should be. It was then that suddenly an inexplicable force hits us there, tree. I fall to the ground, and little by little my eyes lid closed. The fatigue became unbearable. I lost consciousness on the ground of the forest without knowing what was going to happen with me. When I woke up, there's the two girls. What the? Interluded before night. Okay, that was quite an introduction just now. Okay, we'll see what will happen next. Oh, should I press? Oh yeah, I should press. It's a day like any other, not so normal that it was almost painful. The only special thing that could be said about it is that it's October 31. Far where the memories where I was scared and went out with my friends to ask for sweets from house to house. Just remember it made me sigh. I feel nostalgic. Some things were better when I was a child, or at least seems like that. There were some who had good costumes, whether of superhero or monsters. My friends and I, on the other hand, had to use our imagination. Creativity was our costume, you could say, no matter how funny it sounds. I remember that my mother once painted red my face and told me you will be the devil, but it seems only she saw it that way. When we went from home to her, everyone said that I was a tomato man. But those things didn't matter to me since we always had a good time. If I asked for candy now, even if I had the best costume, I'm sure no one would give me anything. I sat back as scolded for acting like I was kicked like a child when I am 17 years old. But anyway, I can't stay in the past. I must live in the present, no matter how little exciting that might be. Back to reality, we are a group of friends who don't have any plans for today. We are still not old enough to go to the disco, and I doubt guys will have any luck in that environment. The other options will be go to the party, meet girls, and have fun. Everything's perfect except that nobody has invited us. Not being popular has its disadvantages. I agree very much. I'm not popular. Hey Axel, let's have a couple matches. What do you say? My friend Steven called my attention while playing with the game console. Rush Raid. I believe that's what the game is called. A fast and quite complicated fighting game for me. I would normally agree to play with him, but for some reason I don't feel in the mood today. I have no desire to play now. I play with discouragement. I almost felt bad for doing it. Boring. The IA is no right for me. Steven said, "Comment that you are playing on normal difficulty. Does not help your argument. I don't feel like losing, but if you want to challenge to Alfred, I said leading attention to my other friend. I don't know how to play that." Answered Alfred down me for a second. He's sitting behind the PC, but it seems that he isn't doing anything interesting. The screen only shows a lot of text. I think he's in Wikipedia. Hey, don't you have something more fun to do? I asked with discouragement without even thinking about what he was reading. After look at Mr. Pike, the actual problem of society is that people are not interested in discovering their history. I'm interested in discovering their history. He is one of those pre-war intellectuals always looking for any rare information to appear smarter than others. While we forgot our past mistakes, we are doomed to repeat them. He added later, "What are you talking about? This village is small, its story is not interesting at all. Nothing outside of the normal has ever happened in it." Alfred Lutz laughed mockingly after hearing that. "Your ignorance is worth of praising." He paused, filling his chest with pride. "The very fact is a small town is the reason is full of mysteries. Did you know that 20 years ago, on this date, a man disappeared? So, what about it?" I asked without being impressed or even interested in the least. "Things like that happen all the time in the places. As I thought you don't know the history despite living in this very place." Alfred said while adjusting his glass in an arrogant gesture. "There is a legend behind the disappearance. That is what I was reading." After listening to it, I looked back at the computer screen with curiosity. "Is that I noticed that it was not Wikipedia, but some other page. Come on, read this and learn a little." After saying inviting us to read what was on the screen, both Steven and I moved closer to the read. Town of Abergon, Oxfordshire County, 1994. Whoops. I bet. Save? Okay. Bye. Town of Abergon, Oxford Country, 1994. I came to this town with only 40 inhabitants to support the investigation. True is that never been in my life I have seen something this strange. I won't say you typical detective-ish nonsense that I have seen thousands of strange things in my life. I have seen many crimes, yes. So difficult to solve, but all of them were human. Even if you don't know how they managed to perpetrate the crime, you know that there are people like anyone else. In this case, I don't think I'm able to say the same thing. Truth is that I can't understand what happened. Right? I was called for the disappearance of a man called Matthew Graham, 28 years single. The last time he was seen, he was returning home from a Halloween party. He had drank alcohol but was still sober, or at least that's what witnesses say. Anyway, this is not something which can be explained with simple drunkenness. He disappeared lost on the way home and decided to enter the forest called Walkwood. Oh, the forest! The forest there went up. It was raining yesterday, so the ground was wet and muddy. You could easily find his trace, which was leading inside the forest. Apparently, he walked for 3 hours before stopping. I say stop, but the truth is we don't know what happened then. The track suddenly ended up in a clearing in the forest, and that's all. There was no evidence of struggle, no other traces or pieces of cloth on the ground. There was no blood, no more footprints, no anything else. It seems that the forest is cursed somehow. The depth of his last footwear and the position there would indicate that he was still walking. At no point he stood there. It was as if he had vaporized in the air with all of his clothes in the middle of the walk. Obviously, I can't be such thing, but I can't give another explanation. The only thing I remember is that near the footprints I sensed a faint smell of rot. However, there was no animal corpse nearby. It is ridiculous to think he suddenly started to decay and became earth. In the end, the case was closed in just 3 days. With no evidence any kind, we couldn't say anything about that. He decided to escape from the village. What? You can't simply say it's that. However, while officially there was no more to do, I couldn't sleep in peace. Thinking about what could have happened to him took away my sleep. In my mind, I thought all sorts of theories. Like maybe everything was planned developed by Matthew, but in the end, they all seems impossible. I decided to investigate more on the issue. I searched the town for similar stories, and to my surprise, I found 4 more. All young men. The story was always the same. They walked into the forest alone, disappearing without trace. Even more curious is that all of them disappeared on the same day, October 31. But there is more. A detail that completely eliminates the possibility that there is a killer or kidnapper behind this. And that is the separation of the year. Roger Bacon disappeared in 1924. Mitchell Smith disappeared in 1867. Jason Black disappeared in 1813. And the worst of all, Oswald Taylor disappeared in 1777. Whoa, that is a very long day. It looks like the forest is already cursed for 100 years ago. It simply could be possible. My curiosity led me to dig deeper. I thought that the answer may be in the past of the forest. It was then when I discovered that what seems to be a simple and boring forest actually hid a great story. Before it was called an Oakwood or Oak Forest, the place was called Wicked Wood. The word wicked has a huge similarity with witch. Wow. Taking into consideration that it is an old name and language changed over time, that indicate that it was the forest of witches. Apparently, more than 400 years ago, the people of the village believed witches lived in the forest, in the woods. Unfortunately, almost all of the information is already lost. They were story told in voice without properly written record. I just know that with the change of religion to Christian, people stopped seeing the witches with good eyes and began to hunt them. Apparently, the last one before her death cast a curse on the forest, which even today should continue to exist. Wow. Anyway, obviously I cannot accept something like that as an answer. In the end, I had no other choice than accepting that each of one of them escaped from the villages, using the legend of the forest to make it look like it was something supernatural. Interesting story. I didn't know that such story was hidden in this town. I say honestly surprised, even if it's a lie, it managed to hold my interest. Wait, there is something more. Alfred said that he scrolled through the comments. We read what is written there. A couple of comments caught our attention. Both of them talk about some creature. At that time, they felt a horrible fear of what could happen to them. Where the two comments share great similarities, but they could have been written by the same person. There are many others that deny it. Looks like many persons went to the forest because of the legend, but couldn't find anything. I thought that you only read these things to look more cool before the girls, replied Steve as a joke. Alfred giggles a little bit ashamed, partly yes. He admitted that was a secret everybody silently knew. Well. Now that we have an activity for tonight, Steve said at the same time when he made her face flood with enthusiasm. What? I asked, completely lost. I thought it was just killing time. Simple. Let's go to that forest. Steve replied without hesitation. He seemed fascinated by the story. Are you insane? Said Alfred, unbelievable to believe what he just heard. You only need to look at his face to know that he did not like the idea. Despite everything you heard, you want to go? Of course, it will be test of courage among us three. Replied Steve, full of confidence, but had too much. He should relax a bit. Don't tell me you're afraid. No, why should I be afraid? Answer Alfred at the same time he folded his arms, making a false gesture of security. It's more than obvious that you are afraid. Almost as much as when you have to talk with a girl. And what about you, Axel? Don't tell me you won't come. Suddenly Steve asked me at the same time, looking at me mockingly. Don't tell me you want to be the chica of the group. I hear that, Ton. I would never give you that. I said without thinking, showing confident smile and look. Well, let's not say anymore. Take your clothes, backpacks, flashlight, and some foods. We are going to the forest. Steven said, full of energy. Yeah, we three say in unison like we were going to have some kind of private party. Not really know what we were doing or what we were going to find. So in the end, that cat, shing, shine bright like a diamond, and there, three are disappearing. Now what will happen? To 1:30. I awake completely confused, not knowing how much time has passed. My head hurts like hell, but I can't blame it. Fortunately, the pain gone away quickly, just as my confusion. So I came back to my senses. My flashlight is lying on the ground, shining towards the empty air. I really picked it up. It was only protected against the darkness that surrounded me. Then I remember that Stephen and I were with me. Stephen, Alfred, can you hear me? Without taking a screen and it out. While trying to find them with my flashlight, but there's no trace of them. They are gone. Where the hell are they? What the hell just happened? I really don't understand anything. Shit, we should have stayed home. This is not a proof of courage. We could be in the danger. I have to find them. Okay. 2:19 a.m. The soundtrack gives me the creep out of me. Little time has passed since I started to look for my friend, and I really can't stand this place. I'm going crazy in this forest. The darkness can't compensate. It's unnatural. It's the darkness that steals your own sanity, replacing it with anxiety. To make it worse, the air is damp and cold as the winter carries a strong rock smell, as if there were coughs or animals hiding throughout the forest. The atmosphere in this place is oppressive, and every step you take, it makes you more uncomfortable. Since I started to look for my friends, I felt that something is watching me, but there is nothing. I shout with my voice full of frustration. I just want to get out of here. I continue walking, devoid any hope. No matter where I look or how much I walk, I find nothing. I cannot even hear the sound of the animals. Rather, it seems they are already dead and rotting. No, I have to calm myself. I say to myself, I stop for a moment to rest. I breathe deeply, but the rotten air of this place does me no good. Immediately I start to cough. As if I have stuck in my throat. Shit. What am I doing? What am I going to do? This cursed forest seems endless. And even by a miracle I could escape. I cannot abandon Stephen and Alfred. Yes, you should abandon them. They are just your stupid friends. I really screw up. Again, I sigh, feeling on the verge of tears. My frustration is building up, but I have to do my best to keep calm. If I fall into despair, then there's no doubt I will be joining the list of the missing peoples. In the end, I decided to keep walking. Step by step, I should get somewhere. At least I was convinced that staying in the same place would not do me any good. Even if it was only to deceive myself, feeling that I am doing something. I wanted to continue walking. Time passes without changes. Only the sound of my footsteps can be heard. Knowing that as soon as you stop, you'll be surrounded by a dead silence is a good incentive to keep walking. But my legs were already hurting. Suddenly, I heard a cat at my feet. Instantly, I take a step and look below to see what made that sound. What is this? I whispered to myself, surprised to discover that I had stepped on an animal bone. I believe that it's for an animal, although I do not rule out the possibility that it belongs to the person. But for my own good, I prefer not to think about that. An expression of anguish is drawn on my face. It is best to ignore it. I have to keep walking. Suddenly, my flashlight reveals something. Without hesitation, I point towards there again. A girl! Only to realize we are surprised that it is the white cat. Oh god! Oh god! The one from before which made that awful meow, but this time I find it lying on the ground. It appears to be fainted and is wounded. Then, what should I do? Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, in the previous episode, in the previous story, the cat growls, right? Growling. So now, what should I do? Well, if my girlfriend will see me playing this game, she should ask me, pick her up, yes. Even though, yes, pick her up, what else? It is best to continue without waking her up. The cat is dangerous. It's her fault that I end up in this place and my friends are missing. What? I should save. I get the creeps of it. I thought I pick her up. But even knowing that, for some strange reason, I can't help but feel sorry for her. Even if it's unnatural, it is still an animal. I then bend down to see her close. She is unconscious and there is a thin line of blood coming from her mouth. I'm a real idiot. I say to myself at the same time I clean the blood from her mouth with a handkerchief that I had with me. Fortunately, she doesn't wake up. I then close her mouth, making her appear a little better. Now she seems to be peacefully sleeping. What's wrong? After a long time, I decided to pick her up carefully. I don't know what the powers of these cats are, but if she brought me here, maybe she can return me to my own world. With her in my arms, I decided that the best thing I can do is to continue walking. 2:13 a.m. Just now 2:19, right? I'm sorry. Again, I find myself in the darkness forest, walking aimlessly, only moving forward, but it doesn't seem that I was getting somewhere. In my arms, I carried the cat which sleeps soundly. Come here. You'll be safe. What? I suddenly stopped. It's only easy to see the disbelief on my face at that moment. It's that voice again. I whispered to myself with no one listening to believe me. Shortly after, I found a cat, a mysterious voice appeared in my mind. It is a feminine voice, soft and gentle, but I say it belonged to the princess from a fairy tale, but I can't trust it. Am I really going crazy, or is this a forest that doesn't make any sense? I don't know, but I don't like any of the two options. I then feel the cat move in my arms. I look at her confused just to see how she opens her red eyes suddenly. I became quiet at that instant. For a moment, the two stay motionless, staring into the eyes of the other. The red eyes of the cat are disturbing to me, but also there is something fascinating about them, something that attracts me. I lose myself in her eyes, as if hypnotized. Until suddenly she jumps with intention to scratch my face. What the? Ouch! My flesh is pushing her at the same time that I jump back, turning my head to dodge her claw. Whoa! I managed to dodge the attack, but in the process, I dropped my flashlight. I panic and act constantly. The flashlight falls near me and the light out the tree in the vicinity. As soon as it landed my hand, I remember how dense this abnormal darkness is. I quickly pick it up, not even thinking before taking action. I then light the place where the cat was. Shit! Only to discover she had arched her body angry, as if she feared an attack from me. Those red eyes stared at me, shining with the light of the flashlight as they were jewels, reflecting a fearsome hatred and rejection towards me. My body freezes after seeing that. I can't even think. The cat then let out a thunderous meow, similar to the ones were before, but weaker. Although not any less frightened. There is no doubt there is something wrong with the animal. It must be cursed. Everything is her fault. She must be some kind of evil spirit, a pair of witches. I feel how panic seizes me. My heart beats quickly, begging me to do something. My mouth is dry and my forehead covered with cold sweat. What should I do? Escape from the cat. Confront from the cat. Okay, my girlfriend, what would you do if you have picked this option? What would you do? Escape from the cat. Confront the cat. Well, we can't nearly escape from the cat after we had picked her up. So, in my opinion, confront the cat. Yes, that is the only best way for this boy to get out of here. Let's do this. No, I should not despair. I have to calm down and think carefully about what should I do. With that in mind, I take a deep breath and look at her again. Soon the expression in my eyes change from fear to courage. Come here, I'm not scared, you pussy. I realize it is only a cat, without doubt a strange one, but my life is not actually in danger. There isn't a tiger staring at me, but a simple cat. Apparently, her only power are those weird voice. Meow. If she could kill me, she had already done it. So I rule out that possibility. Her work must be transported to the next victim of this area of the forest, so unnaturally and shady. After filling my lungs with air, I slowly walk towards the cat. Her mouth getting louder behind the stairs. I don't like that, it scares me. What the? Seeing that I do not turn back, she slightly takes a step back. In my mind, I smile at that image. The prey is now the hunter. I look at her directly while advancing. Little by little, her meows becomes bigger as if she was losing strength. Then I suddenly jump and take my hand and she only resist at all. Not so tough right now, you look better like this. She's trembling with my hands. She looks so helpless that I almost feel like I'm a villain. But I must not forget that all she has done so far. It's her fault that I'm in this place. She brought me here, then if I kill her, would it be possible to go back? No! For a moment that Grimes' idea crossed my mind, I had never cared animal truth is that I can't be proud of myself in doing such a kill. But if I do, maybe this legend could end here now. Then what should I do? Just kill her, catch her, kill her! I'm a human. Just give her, catch her. It's the only logical. The magic should die along with the cat. That should be my ticket back. If I kill her, everything will be over tonight and the legend will come to an end. Confident that it was for the best, I tried to view in my mind. But no matter how hard I force myself, in the end I am unable to take the life of another living. Even if it's a cursed cat serving a witch, I don't feel good killing her. I think I'm too nice for my own good. So the only thing that remains is to keep her with me, hoping that sooner or later she allows me to escape with nothing more to think about. I decided the best thing to do is continue my path. 2:41. It's already been 10 minutes. What happened now? There's nothing happened yet. It's been a few minutes since I captured the cat. Again, I found myself walking with her in my arms. Lead the strange voice. How long have I been walking in this forest? Apparently not enough to make me go and mad, but it should be close. Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will help you. That voice sounds closer this time. It seems that I am going in the right direction. I don't fully trust it, but it's the best I have. At least at first glance, it seems a friendly voice. I am completely focused on my way when I suddenly feel something bites me. Ouch! Ah, what the heck? I suddenly realized that the cat bit my arm. Fortunately, it was a dangerous bite, but it was sure painful. What the frick? What the frick? With my distraction, she takes the chances to jump for my arms, falling steps away from me. Quickly, I set my gaze on curiosity, but soon something's happened that makes me forget my anger. Suddenly, the cat is covered with a bright light. So much that it passed the unnatural darkness surrounding the forest, stealing my breath. What the? No! Under the light, it figures gradually changed until its keys to be a cat become a human figure. Oh, that cat is a... Oh! No longer they gave my burger with incredibly beauty. Oh, yes, I am crazy right now. I must be really going crazy. She has a white hair and red eye. Moment aside. She seems about my age. In other circumstances, I would have asked her out without hesitation. Just thinking about it makes me laugh. Makes me laugh to myself in my mind. Even at the age of madness, it seems some things about me will never change. She approached me slowly towards me, not one step at a time with no fear. The girl then stared into my eyes with a slightly irritated face. Her lips are moving. She seems to say something, but I am unable to hear a sound. Are you trying to tell me something? I'm ever still confused with a face of disbelief, which surely make me look stupid. Said the girl with a very low voice. I do not understand what she's saying. Why? I can't hear you at all. I asked, still confused. Suddenly the girl paused in a bad mood. What's wrong with you? Are you deaf? Finally, I could hear her clearly and just in time. Sorry, because it seems her patience was about to end. Okay, now I hear you, I said, annoying. All of my astonishment from just a few seconds ago disappeared when I saw the arrogant attitude of the girl. At least now, I didn't think she would bite me, I hope. The girl that snorts with irritation. What an annoying guy I had to find. She said at the same time she placed her hand on her lips, making a pensive face. Wait, you shouldn't speak ill of someone you have right before you. I was quick to respond. For a moment I feel annoyed as I thought I had to teach manner of this spirit or whatever she is. A pity so much beauty wastes on someone so arrogant. Agree. Girl let out a snort of annoyance after hearing me. I'm sorry, it's a bad habit that I can't quit. She answered without sounding very repentant, clearly a false apology. After talking, she diverted her gaze towards the surrounding as if she was bored. I see, I replied annoyed. I just met her and I already felt I don't like her. But anyway, that doesn't matter. I must not forget who this girl is. She was the cat that started it all. Anyway, at least can you tell me why you attacked me and my friends? I asked shortly after, acting more seriously. Sorry. The greeting is over. It's time to get to the important stuff. And why did you bite me if I wasn't doing anything? Before anyway, my lips moved, I asked me another question. I cannot lie, I was angry. The girl that stares at my face. She blinked with curiosity before speaking. And does it hurt, the wound? She asked innocently. Yes. I was quickly to respond with annoyance. I didn't need to say it more. Of course it hurts me, silly cat. She looked at me in silence for a few seconds until suddenly she approached me without any shyness or fear. On second thought, how could a simple human such as me scare a cat that can turn into a person? Show me your wound, said the girl once she stood right next to me. Her presence made me nervous. This girl seems to not know what personal space is. As embarrassed as I saw, I had never had a girl this close. It's only it was in this photo. I don't know why. I should have trusted her, but strangely, something tells me that she has no bad intention. The girl is surrounded by a calm out of something pure, unlike anything else in the photos. In the end, resigning myself with a sigh, I showed her arms with a bite. Hey, the girl stands aside on my wounds. It will only take a moment, she said with complete confidence. Then she looked up into my eyes. Can you close your eyes? Don't tell me you want to kiss me. She asked me as she blushed slightly. No, I'm not ready for that. I am surprised to see that embarrassed face she had. Even if there's a little, that side feeling something wasn't right. But there's nothing else I can do, okay? I said, the way she asked. I didn't know what to expect. For a moment I thought she was get naked or something like that. But what kind of magic can work only when you have no clothes? I don't know, but my mind sure wanted to imagine that. Come on, as I keep your composure, suddenly I felt something wrong and went touch my wound. Immediately I shuddered. Wait, what are you doing? She licked. It's a stupid question because I knew well what she was doing. She was licking my wound. You idiot, who said you could watch? It was great to respond to the cat. With her cheeks in red bands and her lips still close to my wound, she looks adorably troubled. Don't you see that I'm just trying to heal you? She then added in a bad voice. I'm sorry, I said blushing. I thought you would do something more extraordinary. No, I'm not sure. If she's a girl who can transform into a girl or a cat that can become a girl. Sorry to disappoint you for not being extraordinary enough, murmured the girl. At the same time, she gave me an annoying look. Red eyes shine with disgust. It is then that I realized that the pain has disappeared. Curiosity, I looked where the wound was only to discover that there is no trace of it. For a couple of reasons, I stayed silent incredulously. It seems like your treatment worked. I finally said gratefully, still look at the spot. Well, of course, I experienced healing myself, answered the girl, closing her eye and inflated her chest to show her pride. I actually appreciate what she did, but I still wonder if she really had to lick it to cure me. I understand, but who are you? The girl makes a small snort with curiosity after hearing my question. Then she turns her head and closes her eyes, making a thoughtful face. It seems I have not presented myself. She opens her eyes and gazes into mine. My name is Ashley. So that's her name. I expect something more extravagant. My name is Axel. By the way, Axel, have you ever been accused of witchcraft? Before I knew it, I asked that question again. It was not rude for me, completely lacking manners. But I must not forget for even a second that I am in this cursed forest. Ashley suddenly became silent as I explained inside. It was obviously she didn't take it well. She takes her time before responding. Yes, but that was a long time ago. Then she closed her eyes and said, emptying her lung. She seems to be recalling something painful. Just seeing her made me feel guilty. I'm sorry, it was not my intention to make you remember it. I was slightly remorseful. No doubt to be accused of witchcraft must have been a horrible experience. Ashley closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. It's okay, it's not like I can blame your curiosity seeing where we are. Then she looks at me closely with curious eyes. By the way, how do you know about me? Perhaps you are a sorcerer who has lived during these past centuries? She asked, narrowing her eyes as she was trying to see the inside of my mind. What kind of question is that? No, nothing like that. I answered at the moment. I'm just an ordinary person. I admit the body, but she didn't need to know that. It's just that there are stories about witches in this forest, but as you can see, the stories that are not very convincing, or else I wouldn't be here. I was trying to remove any doubt that Ashley may have. Again, she closed her eyes and nods. I understand. She paused and looked me in the eyes. It's because of those stupid myths that stupid humans come to this forest, just like you. She then said, looking at me with rejection, "Wait, what are you trying to say? We are to blame?" I replied, feeling offended. Ashley suddenly looked at me, disgusted. "Are you an idiot?" "Yes, if you had come, my existence would be nice, peacefully. Instead of this chaos that is very here." She said, ending with signs of frustration. "But you're the one who caused all of this." I was quick to respond. I don't even bother to hide my anger. I can't believe what she said. How arrogant can she be? Ashley opened her eyes wide surprised. Then she looked at me with annoyance in her red eyes. "Do you not understand, stupid human? Definitely, I do not like this girl. I only try to protect you." Her words takes me by surprise. "Huh?" I exclaimed incredulously. "You attacked me and my friends only to protect us." "Yes." She simply replied at the same time. She nods filled with pride and confidence. "Okay, that's it. I'm getting out of here. Bye-bye, girl. I cannot believe how arrogant and self-centered this girl is. After everything she did to me and my friends, I can't stand here in hunger." Wait, I had only taken a few steps when I heard her. She called me. She sounds really worried. "You don't understand the real danger you are in here." I stopped in track as soon as I heard her. "Real danger?" I whispered, feeling something doubt. I shivers. It doesn't look like she's lying. "Yes, I tried to chase them away using illusions. Other times I hit them with my power. And as the last resort, I scared them directly as if it was in your case." Ashley confessed, blushing a little as if she felt embarrassed of remembering. "And why do you do that?" I asked, confused. Something isn't right here. Ashley stared at me with her red eye. "If they continue with their curiosity, they will meet an evil entity that will take their life." "What you say doesn't sound very convincing," I immediately interrupted. "The only evil entity here is you." Ashley shakes her head in denial. "You're wrong. I am the good one." Then she said, looking into my eyes with a pure innocence in her eyes. "Ha, ha, ha, ha. What a joke. I can only laugh at that comment. It has to be a joke. After doing all that, you say you are good." "Don't laugh. I only try to protect you," replied Ashley, furious while waving her arms. She then crosses her arms and gives me an unpleasant look. "Do you expect me to believe that?" I replied sarcastically. What she said made no sense, but somehow she seemed oddly convinced it was the truth. She was certainly a bit wrong in the head. "But it's true. You have to believe me. This time she sounds really worried about me. I actually feel a little sorry for her." Ashley then stayed silent, looking at me with a puppy eye. However, she soon recovers her proud attitude. "Say first." "We only have..." "Oh, okay, we still have a lot of slot, so it should be a problem." "If you want, hold my hand. I won't harm you." "No, you will bite my hand one time again," she suddenly said. I looked carefully at her. She has a very elegant face, as if it was a great honor to be able to touch her. "You won't do anything strange?" I asked distrustfully, but after seeing her again, I do not think she was lying. Actually, not full of confidence. "I promise you." I stared at her for a few seconds, making sure there isn't a trap. "Okay, but why do you want me to hold your hand?" I asked. At the same time, I extended my hand. Ashley opened her eyes, surprised at hearing my questions. Then she stared at me with annoyance. "I used to be obviously to guide you out of here, Forrest." She said this as she takes my hand in one quick move. I then find myself being dragged by this strange girl. "But this is the opposite way from where the miraculous voice come." I said, looking back for a second. I feel curiosity about who she is. "You ignore that voice. It sounds meant to make them a victim. Take care of it as a siren." Ashley explained the back move with her eyes always looking at the front. He said she need to get a long way with whoever that monster entity was. Will you be the one who collects souls of food?" I asked without thinking. I seriously need more experience when dealing with a girl. If only I were more popular. Ashley suddenly starts she turns at me, showing me a furious face. "You idiot, I only say I'm the good one." For a moment I thought she was going to hit me on the head. "Why should I trust you?" That's the question, but unfortunately she stopped before doing so, beating me. Okay. I meekly respond as if I were a scout child. "But if you eat me, I will make sure to give you the worst indigestion in your life." You idiot, I don't eat humans, replied Ashley anyway, arrogance not. 3:11 a.m. It's already been 30 minutes, guys. It's already been 30 minutes. What a good game. What a good game. Several minutes has passed since I started to walk hand with Ashley. At the beginning, I did not trust her at all, but the more time passed, the easier it was to believe her. I had noticed before how comfortable her hand is, soft and pleasant to the touch. I blushed just think about it. Even if she was a witch, she's a girl too, right? Then I sighed. Come on, as a composure. We every step. The curse of the forest ceased to weaken. The atmosphere was just oppressive every minute until finally I was able to forget about that unpleasant feeling. But before I noticed, the darkness had returned to normal, feeling all empty. The rotten smell also had disappeared without a trace. Now I could really say that I was in quite ordinary forest, even boring, but I could not be more grateful than that. Just a little more to get out of it. So let's keep going. Then I sat myself on the bed, actually watching her walk in the silence. She was completely focused on that simple thing. If you are the witch from the legend, why are you helping me? I said that I was not thinking twice before it. I was really intrigued by that. Ashley stopped and turned looking at me with an angry face. Idiot, do you really think that all witches are evil? She was right, the digital image of witches is not good, but it's not as if stereotypes were truthful. Then she closed her eyes, making an annoyed face. It's true that I had superpowers, but I never used them to do harm. Ashley lost her sigh and paused. Suddenly, she looked sad. My only thing was to be born in the time of the witch hunts. That's why I was condemned. That's explains where I feel that I can trust she is good, but there is still one more question. And how did you end up becoming a cat? Ashley immediately blushes. She was so embarrassed that it was almost adorable, almost. Well, before my execution, there was a cat watching in the distance, so I decided to transfer my soul to it. She explained, avoiding looking into my eyes. Of course, we are now shared a body. We have like a deal. The cat will be happy as long as he has something to eat and a place to stay. I tried to provide her with all those needs. In return, she let me stay in her body. As she was, she is blushing slightly. I think it's a fair deal. I replied with a sincere smile. The truth is that I found it a little funny. It turns out that she is both a girl and a cat. That answers some questions. And she closes her eyes and nods a couple of times. When she was once, she can be very cute. Too bad that happens so rarely. Not saying anymore, I actually continue walking to the exit. This time, saying something, all that remains for me is to escape from this place. Is that it? 3:15 a.m. Alright guys, let's end this now. Well, here we are. Ashley said just a few minutes after we talked. She's like, I can see the end of the forest in the distance. I had to contain my desire to scream with joy within a moment. There must be 2 other humans close here. Your friends. Go with them and return home. I hope that nobody else come tonight. Ashley gives me a subtle farewell, but strangely, she does not let go of my hand. She is falling in love with me already. She looks deep into my eyes. Amazing, I notice the gentleness that reflects on them. Can you make me a promise? Will you see me again? She suddenly said with an honest voice. It was no joke. Why is it? I asked for curiosity. I don't know what I could do for the witch, but after helping me to escape, I think that she deserves me to hear her request. End this legend. She then murmurs with an air of sadness. Kill me. I can't understand why she asked for something like that. I want you to help me to keep people away. The legend only attracts more people, as in your case. I need to kill it, replacing the supernatural danger with a human danger. So you want me to scatter your ordinary danger as thefts of ferocious animals? On second thought, there is logic in what you ask. If you remove the element of danger and only leave the danger there, exploring the forest is not worth the risk. Ashley nods and then looks into my eyes, blushing. Yes, exactly. She said, please. Okay, I'll do it. You can rely on me. I respond with determination. I wanted her to know how serious I am. That it was not a promise I would forget as soon as I got out of the forest. Thank you. Then she closed her eyes momentarily and inflates her chest with pride. You are as stupid as I thought. I sure expected something like that. Hey, I taught you not to talk ill of someone when they are in front of you. I complained angrily. This girl simply will never change. After seeing my reaction, Ashley cannot help but laugh. I'm sorry, haha. It's the first time I've seen her so happy. That makes me blush. Ashley looked unexpectedly adorable at that moment. My heart was so nervously beating as if I was with a normal girl. Suddenly she stared at me and sat so close her face is less than an inch from mine. I guess she's nervously not knowing what personal space is. But this time I don't know whether to be angry or thankful. Having her so close, a beautiful girl makes me feel nervous. This is a farewell, she suddenly says. No, we will meet again after this. She then brings her lips to my cheek and gives me a tender kiss. Mwah. Whoa, what is happening? Everything becomes white at that moment. Everything lost its color. Everything is gone. Everything. Okay, guys. 3:18 a.m. What is going to happen? Okay, guys, we are going to end the episode here. I think that's not Yan Yan. I think this boy will forget the promise she made with this girl, and later they will feel boom. Boom! Yes, thank you for watching my video. As always, my video are just for fun. Don't take heart, brothers and sisters. Okay, bye bye.